Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to today's video. And guys, I want to show you one particular trick that I use to trade my step index on 5 minute time frames. You see, this secret trick is one of the things that has helped me a lot. So inside this particular video, I'm going to be review how I trade this step index in the best and accurate form. So the first thing that you need to first have on your chart is this particular arrow indicator. You can see this particular arrow indicator, but this particular arrow indicator does not reprint. You have to understand first. But we also have our mitigated level or mitigated level, and we have our breaker level in the market. We have those area, which is the mitigated, our breaker OB, and we have our mitigated level in the market. So with our arrow signal in the market. So this is how I'm going to show you the reason why I said there's a trick I use in trading step index. So one of the thing is this particular arrow does not reprint. It appear at this particular zone if you really stay with the market and you follow the analysis here. But most of the time, I did not have the time, I did not have the full time to sit down with the trade 24 hours to study where exactly this particular arrow will appear. But most of the time I see it and I take the trade and it still go along with the way I want it. So also, but I have a little trick that I use with the combination of this mitigated level and unmitigated level. So this is what I did. If I have an arrow signal for downtrend, what I'm going to be trading is the mitigated level for downtrend. You can see this. It showed that our mitigated level appear on our higher high level. You can see that it appear on our higher high level. This same thing appear on our higher high level, which still represents the downtrend at this particular area. So what I'm going to do is very simple. Once I know that this particular arrow have given me a signal for downtrend, I started looking for a mitigated level or a breaker or mitigated level that is also seeing a downtrend at this particular moment. And we can see that we have a downtrend here. Our mitigated show to us that we have a strong down move at this particular area. So this is where I'm going to start in my trade for this confirmation. Then I sell down the markets as I want at this particular area. I sell down the market as I want here, and I can close my profit after making enough profit. I can close my trade after making enough profit, but I might decided to take like 10-20 candlestick on it. And also you can see the trend of this particular downtrend still continue, and we have another mitigated level appear here. So it shows to you that this particular trend has not ended, and at this particular area you have the second opportunity to enter the market again at this particular level. You can see if you enter at this particular area where there is a mitigated level, you can see what the market did. The market go on a massive downtrend. Imagine this is 5 minute time frames. Imagine how much is going to that. So now the next move that we see in the market now is a breaker will be. You already know that that particular move is what is end. So let me show you some of the example now. You can see we have the uptrend here and we have our mitigated level. So this mitigated level show you the opposite side of this arrow signal. So you did not have to enter any trade here. So if you want to enter any trade here, what you should be looking for is a mitigated that show on the on the lower low. Is a mitigated that show on the lower low, and currently now we don't have anyone unless we have the last one that show on our red arrow at this particular zone. You can see that. So we don't have anyone here. And also this is another second signal that we have on the chart. We can see since this particular signal appear, we did not have any mitigated level that show on the upper on the our higher high trend. You can see. So if we have any mitigated level that show like something like this on any particular zone here, then it will be our move for taking down. But we don't have anyone at that particular zone. So this is the best example of what I'm told you guys. You can see it's take a down move, and we have a mitigated level that also show a down move that appear on our higher high level. You can see higher high level, same higher high level. So this is a strong move for us. So let's check for more to see if we are going to see another one. Yes, we have another one here. You see this shows to us that we have a uptrend in the market. And if we check the uptrend in the market, we can see this breaker OB that appear at this particular zone. It is a breaker OB for lower low, and it aligns with this our current trend that we have in the market. And this is why we are enter our particular trade at this particular area for a great move buy. You can see what the market did. The market go on a massive uptrend. It will retap again and still go on a massive uptrend. But immediately you saw this particular trend, you should know that this particular trend is starting coming to an end, because it does not. This is the opposite breaker OB to this particular trend. So you should know that this particular trend is coming to an end. So this is how to make use of this perfect indicator. And also the same indicator works on crash 300. So let me show you on crash 300. So this is crash 300. You can see this is crash 300 5-minute time frames, and let's see how this indicator works. So the last move we have in the market is a uptrend signal here. So if you want to trade uptrend signal, what we should be watching out is our mitigated or unmitigated level, that it's aligned with this particular trend, which is our lower low mitigated level or unmitigated level. You can see what happened here. So this trend continue at this particular zone. It gives us a mitigated on the higher high, which is not related to this trend. But we have nothing to worry. Let's see. You can see what the price did. The market pulled down to this particular level and give us our mitigated level, but the trend still continue. So this is to tell us that this particular trend here is a strong move for us to enter the market at this particular zone. You can see it's a strong move for us to enter market at this particular zone, because the trend is still continue and we can identify our unmitigated level at this particular trend. It shows to us on a lower low level. So this is why we can enter our market at this particular zone. And you can see what the price did. The price continuing the move of the market on the uptrend. So just imagine you enter at this particular zone. Let me say the first candle, 3 candle, or any candle here you see here, and let's count the candle that you will have gone on it. It will have up to like 10, and the move is still continuing on this particular trend. The move is still continuing. So let's check for another one. Yes, we have another one here. We have this particular arrow here that appear for downtrend. Now the downtrend continue on the move, and what we are waiting for is to have our mitigated or mitigated or breaker will be on the high level, because this is a downtrend on the high level. So you are going to see the trend starting from the high level. You can see that. So this is the move. So now it happens that we have the breaker OB around this particular area, or our mitigated. So this shows to us that this is a strong move for us to enter this particular signal that is still continue, which is the downtrend in the move. So we can see this particular arrow is shown to this particular zone, and there is a pull down. There is a pull down, guys. There is a pull down on it. And also the same thing happened here. The trend still continue. It showed to us that we have another breaker will be on the high level, which happens to be for sell entry for us. And we can see what the market did on a massive downtrend. So that is how this indicator works. So let's see for this. The same thing happened here. We have the uptrend here. We can see what the breaker did for us here. It gives us a breaker, and the trend still continue at this particular zone for high level, for lower low level, and we can enter for buy zone at this particular area. You can see what the market did on the massive uptrend. So to get this indicator is very simple. All what you need to do, and the same thing happened here. Same thing happened here. And on this particular move, this is our move for downtrend, and this is also our move for downtrend, and this is also a move for downtrend, guys. This is also a move for downtrend. So it has been so massive. So to get this indicator, kindly join our Telegram group and get access to us, or you reach me directly. You will surely get this indicator. Thanks, guys.